strong. My daddy's brave. Up until his very last days, I watched him slowly start to fade away. With his hair all gone, his skin becomes gray. But if you can't give me back what I'm missing, God, can you help me? Are you even listening? And all I'm asking, all I really need is to be alright and to find peace. Did everything right. I prayed every day, but he didn't win the fight, so I gave up and turned away. And I don't know how to say this, but I don't think I'll ever be okay. I wonder what things would be like if it had gone the other way. And if you can't give me back what I'm missing, God, can you help me? Are you even listening? And all I'm asking, all I really need is to be alright. And if you can't give me back what I'm missing, God, can you help me? And are you even listening? Well, all I'm asking, all I really need is to be alright and to find peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live experience here on Twitch and Facebook, and also a non-live experience later on YouTube and Spotify and everywhere else. Guys, we have a huge treat this week for episode 35 of Tunesday Tuesday. Can y'all believe we have been doing this for over 30 weeks? It's insane. And we have such a special guest here this week. Her name is Miley Henderson, and she is going to lead off a really cool theme this week for Tunesday Tuesday, where most of our songs tonight that we play are going to be from artists under the age of 18, including our special guest, Miss Miley Henderson, as I mentioned before. Now, Miley is the granddaughter of an original Texas tornado that was inducted by Buddy Magazine way back in the 70s. Her grandfather is Bugs Henderson, And Miley is originally from the East Texas area. We're super stoked to be chatting with Miley tonight. I do want to let folks know, though, that if you are listening and watching live on Twitch and Facebook, you are more than welcome to request a song live. Just make sure you put the song title and the artist name in your chat, and we will certainly play it for y'all, as long as it's not offensive in any way or has bad lyrics or whatever. So just make sure of that. And of course, if you're watching in the future on either YouTube or Spotify or elsewhere, I want you guys to know that if you want to listen to the entire 90 minutes of music that is coming up after the interview, you can click the episode 35 recap in your description below, and you'll get the entire thing, the interview and the music and everything else. But without any further ado, guys, we are going to get into this awesome conversation with my friend Miley right now. Let's check it out, and let's get it set up for y'all. Miley Henderson, hello. How are you tonight?
Hi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's so good to have you here. I think this is really the first time we've ever spoke in person, right?
Yes.
So I've known who you are for a really, really long time, and for such a young artist, you've also been doing this for a really long time, right? When did
Yes.
you start playing and picking around and writing and all that?
Well, it's kind of a weird timeline because I started singing pretty much like 3 or 4, like just like singing in the house, you know?
Sure, yeah.
And then I started like singing with people when I was 8. I did I got up on stage with Mike Clark. A lot of people call him Junior. When I was like 8 and sang "You Can Have My Husband," which was like the song I would always sing if I went places, which was weird because I was like 8, but everyone loved it. And then I did like little karaoke gigs where I would sing to backtracks. But I started playing guitar when I was 13 and then writing during COVID. So I think I was about 13 then too.
So, I mentioned in the intro, and we'll get this out of the way quickly. You are the granddaughter of Bugs Henderson.
Yes.
So no pressure, right? When it comes to
no pressure.
yeah, no pressure whatsoever, especially with a guitar in your hand.
Right? Oh my gosh, I know.
So, I mean, tell us, did you how much do you know about Bugs? I know that he passed away probably when you were pretty young, right?
Yeah, he passed away when I was about 4. But I did go to some of his gigs before he passed away when I was super, super little. I only really remember one, and I fell asleep in the booth. So
Yeah.
I was super, super little. But yeah, I mean, I love his music. I listen to him all the time. Us as a family, we listen to him a lot. We did a lot of the tributes. I sang at some of them. So yeah, I mean, I know a lot about Bugs.
And one thing I want to tell folks out there is when you're Bugs Henderson was part of a very, very thick and endless, really, musicianhood here in East Texas, right? And so I imagine being kind of kin to that, a lot of these guys that played with Bugs have probably taken you under their wing, haven't they?
Yes.
So what's that like, kind of hearing stories about the guy and from someone who came before you?
It's honestly like so like endearing. I really love to hear the stories, even from my mom. I love to hear stories about him because he was honestly like a crazy guy. Like
Mhm.
the things that she would tell me are just like so shocking, and like even the stories I would hear from like Mike or even Jopie Drew.
Mm-hmm.
He was a really good friend of ours, and he loved Bugs. I'm used to calling him Daddy Bugs because that's what we would call him, but
Sure, yeah.
I'm trying to just call him Bugs. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I just loved hearing stories from everyone. Anytime I would go anywhere, they'd be like, "Oh, this is his granddaughter," so it always made me feel super like, "Oh, that's so sweet,"
Yeah, and I mean, at the same time, you're trying to create your own identity, right, as an artist, and that's
Yeah.
going to be super difficult. I mean, when you're derived from such a legend, right?
It definitely is very difficult, especially because I'm not really in that lane. I mean,
Yeah,
he was
it's a
like
different genre and
crazy.
style. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
super. And he was like a crazy good guitar player, and like I am nowhere close to that.
Right.
So like I'm always worried that like people are gonna like click on my stuff hoping to hear things like that and then be disappointed. But I hope that they'll be able to see like that the music is carried down but just in like a different way.
Yeah, and you have to temper expectations, right? You are always going to be your own artist, your own writer, your own player. Whatever that story is, it's going to be your own. It's just your grandfather's part of that story. He doesn't have to be the whole story.
For sure.
Hopefully people will understand that as consumers and fans of music. So other than your grandfather, who were some of your inspirations and influences growing up? Because you did mention your genre and style is a little different. Actually, a lot different, really.
Yeah. Well, musician wise, like around me, I was super inspired by Joby. I love the way that he writes. I would go to his gigs all the time just for fun. I mean, every once in a while he would get me up and let me sing, which I just loved. But yeah, we're super good friends with him, and he has such a great writing style. So I just absolutely loved his stuff. But bigger artists, like I love Jack Johnson. I love the way that he writes. I love Sarah Bareilles, and then like vocal wise, I love Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, great writers, all right. All of
For
I mean,
sure.
those are great writers. Jack Johnson is not a bad one to follow, and you will be featuring one of his songs tonight, which I love because I'm a huge Jack Johnson fan. So,
Oh, perfect.
yeah, when you said that, I was like, yes, let's go. So, I mean, this is a serious thing for you. You are going to school, I understand, in the Nashville area, right? For music,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I'm going to Belmont and I'm majoring in songwriting.
Yeah, so this is not a hobby for Miley
Nope.
Henderson. This is what you're wanting to do. So man, I love Jopi Drew as a songwriting influence of yours because I love Jopi as well. His music is amazing. But having that early influence kind of in East Texas, and now you're in Belmont, which is going to be a completely different thing that you're learning. Are you learning the structure of things now with Belmont and kind of how to create a song structurally? Is that part of it?
I know that's part of the curriculum, and we also have to take a music theory class, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about music theory.
Right.
I just kind of do whatever comes to me and just hope that that sounds right, you know? It's just most of my stuff is kind of like mental, just hope that it like sounds great, but I don't really know a lot of like the like structure, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
Music theory, just certain things like that. So I'm super excited to learn that in Belmont and take a lot of courses in that because I want to be more knowledgeable.
Yeah, I'll keep it real. I'm not real knowledgeable in a songwriting course, which is kind of why I'm like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I imagine they're probably trying to teach the nuts and bolts of things, but they're also located in Nashville, so I'm curious how style and genre kind of mix into the education there. When you're not in school, are you networking around town? Are you playing out? Or I mean, how's it going for you locally there?
I play a lot of gigs here. It's different than East Texas. I feel like in Texas, I I wouldn't say that I played more, but I played different places, like
Yeah.
more different places. I feel like there was more in Texas than there was in Clarksville because I don't live in Nashville yet.
Okay.
It's about an hour outside of Nashville, and I do some gigs in Nashville sometimes, but since it's an hour away, I try not to go too crazy far, you know, for a gig.
Yeah.
But in Clarksville, yeah, I play a lot. I just feel like I play a lot of the same places, and I'm really hoping to like once I go to Nashville, kind of pick up some new places and new environments. You know.
And what is your plan for after school? Once school is in the rearview mirror, what's it look like for you strategically?
Well, I'm hoping to become like a full-time artist. You know, that's a really hard question to answer.
Sure.
I honestly like I would love to say that I know exactly what I'm doing, but like I'm 18, I really don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I mean I know it's gonna be something in music, whether it's something in the producing lane or something in marketing, but I really want to do art. Like I really would rather just be an artist, you know.
Yeah. So I mean, and if someone held a gun to your head and tried to get you to define yourself stylistically or genre wise, what would you say?
Um, I guess I would say it's like a little bit of country folk pop. I guess like a
Yeah.
little mixture of all of that because I don't really know exactly where I am yet. I'm still kind of like playing with my sound, you know?
It's growing within your art, right?
For sure, yeah.
And being such a young artist, that's really important, I feel, right? And kind of picking up influences along the way. Have you done that in Nashville or the Tennessee area as well? Kind of picked up on other influences while you were there?
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, before we moved here, I was going here for like a songwriting camp
Yeah.
in Nashville, and then that's kind of a little bit of what brought us here. But I made a whole bunch of friends like that do totally different genres or sometimes a little bit the same. But you're actually gonna have one of my friends on the show in a little bit.
No kidding. Who?
um, the blank page.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually met. Well, I met Jack first through songwriting, and then I met Avery. She came to the last camp we had. But they're so great. I love
Yeah.
them. His guitar playing is out of this world.
Yeah. They
It's
emailed us
super good.
recently and blew me away. I love their
I
sound.
know.
Yeah.
I know they're great. And so yeah, I met a lot of like young artists through there, and I really loved that like I was meeting people that were my age that were doing
Sure.
what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah, that's important too. Like again, I mean, when you're in Tennessee, whether you're, at school or whatever, networking is so important, right? You gotta, and another thing you have to learn really as a young artist is how to kind of leave your ego out of your creativity as well, right? That's super
For sure.
important. Yeah. So you're also releasing music as a young artist. We played Peace earlier as our intro, but your featured song this week is Lavender Blue as well. So you do have solo acoustic, or not acoustic, but solo original music out there. Tell us about
Yes.
Lavender Blue and kind of the story behind the creation of the song.
So Lavender Blue, I wrote actually at a songwriting camp. Um, we do this thing where we write a song within a week and then we perform it that weekend. And I was really struggling to find a song like just to write anything, especially because I'm around friends. So all I want to do is like hang out with people, you know.
Yep.
But I ended up with Lavender Blue, and I performed it with my friends. We did some really cool harmonies, and it was super fun. And then probably about 2 months later, I got a call from um, one of the camp directors. His name's Adam, and he called me and was asking if I would want to open for Jordan Davis at their Troubadour event with this song, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes,
Hmm.
you know. So I got to like do a whole band. Like they hooked me up with like an entire band. We did the whole thing live, and then next we got to watch like the Jordan Davis concert. It was literally like I was like blown away. I was like, I'm living the dream right now.
Hmm.
But before that, I was like, okay, well, I need to get it out. Then I need to like release it so I can tell people like when I play, please stream the song, you know,
Hmm.
and I can also like tell Jordan Davis like,
Right.
hey, this is my song.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I recorded it. I think took about like three months maybe. We just went in with musicians, and then I did all the vocals. But yeah, and now it's out.
So what's that like as a young artist getting into the studio for the first time? Because that can be very overwhelming.
Yeah. Well, I've actually done it before, and I did it once when I was like really little, when I was like 10. That was the first time I was in a studio. And that I still have the recording of it, and I listen to it sometimes. I'm like, oh, I was so little, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
so little. But it's definitely different from live, you know, like coming back and listening to my vocals. I'm like, that's weird. Like, it doesn't feel like I sound like that, but maybe I do, you know? And it's not always like a bad thing. I'm not
Sure.
saying I might have sounded great, like, I don't know. But when I sing live, like, I feel like I sound a lot better than when I sing in a studio. And I just think that's mainly because I haven't had a lot of practice.
Yeah.
But
So are you openly critical of yourself when you hear yourself back?
yes,
Yeah.
I'm like my biggest hater, I feel like.
Yeah. Do you have somebody close to you that you trust that can kind of be that too? Like, they'll tell you the truth, they're telling you the truth, and that can kind of help you grow. Is there someone like that in your life?
My mom,
Yeah.
100%. But that's also because she knows so much about music from
Sure.
her dad, you know?
Yeah.
And so I take her with me pretty much everywhere I go. She's like, especially if I'm in the studio, I'm like, yeah, like my mom's gonna come if that's okay, you know, because she can help me like give me little bits of pointers or be like, well, you're kind of doing this a little bit, and I'll be like, yeah, I know, like if I'm rushing or anything like that.
Yeah.
And so she's like my biggest supporter, but also she'll like let me know like if something's a little off, like she'll totally let me know.
That's really, really important. Just so you know, going forward, like that's really important to have somebody in your life that will tell you how it is. And
Yeah,
even the
for
bad
sure.
points, like you have to be willing, like I said earlier, leave your ego at the door because your mom's not going to steer you wrong, and you need that voice that's not going to just sugarcoat something for you.
Oh, I know. I'm
So,
so glad that like she's like she will tell me. Like
mhm.
she's not like a lot of the people are like sorry. There's some people out there like their moms will just be like, "Oh, you're so good," like things like that. My mom will tell me like, "Look,
Yep.
that was good, but it could have been better."
Yeah.
Like and that's what I like honestly like respect that so much because it like really helps me
Hmm.
become so much better than I was before.
Yeah, and 90% of your growth is going to come from a negative space. Just remember that, right? You're not necessarily going to grow from doing something right, but if you make a mistake, that's where you can really grow and learn from those things, and become a better artist and really ultimately a better human too, right? I mean, that's important as well. We did mention a little bit earlier that she was influenced by Jack Johnson, and so much so that Miley's pick of the week is a Jack Johnson song, and the song she chose is let me click on the right thing, is Selling Sunsets for Somebody Else. So you could choose any song in the world for your pick of the week. Why did you choose this one?
So this song has kind of been in my mind a little bit like I feel like every week I kind of have a song that like I'm just listening to over and over again. And I just like really like the meaning behind this song. Like it's just like nothing is ever enough for some people, and just like his writing is so good. And I feel like I mean every week I feel like it's one of his songs,
Yeah.
like I'm just listening to one of his songs over and over again. But me and my brother actually like we started listening to him one day on our way to school. Like I drive my brother to school, and we just like absolutely loved him. And then we kept on listening and more. And then this ended up being one of our favorite songs. And we were just talking about it the other day that like if we ever did music, like we always talk about like we want to do a duo one day, but we were like talking about if we ever did music, like this is the kind of stuff that we would want to do.
Yeah. I what I love about Jack Johnson is his songwriting seems so simple. But if you really listen, it's totally not. There's so much happening in the
I know.
song, and it's just crazy how he's able to make it seem so simple when it really isn't. And that's usually the testament of a really good artist, right?
He's so good. He's
Yeah.
incredible.
So it's Miley Henderson here on the Boston Chris Show for the very first time. I want to tell you folks where you can follow along with Miley. I hope you guys will do it because she's going to be a great artist. And her website is mileyhenderson.com. You can see her name all spelled out in front of you. And we'll make sure for you folks that are watching or listening on our future podcast, we'll put a link in the description below for that. We'll also put it in the chat very shortly for you folks that are watching live as well. Follow Miley everywhere. She's got a Facebook, an Instagram, a TikTok, and a YouTube. And y'all get this. Her branding is all the same. It's Miley Henderson Music on all four. This doesn't happen. Usually artists are all over the place with their at. Yours,
I thought it
myself,
would make it very easy.
yeah, myself included. I'm all over the place too. So you're very lucky to have just uniform branding across all platforms. So it's just at Miley Henderson Music everywhere. Miley, thanks for doing this for us, and I hope you have
Of
a
course,
great
thank
night.
you for having me.
Sure, and we're excited to play your music, and you have an open invite anytime you want to come back, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, you have a great night.
Y'all too.
All right, we're going to get into the music, guys. That was Miley Henderson live here on the Boston Chris Show via Tunesday Tuesday, and it is our favorite part of the show when we get to play some music. And, of course, we are all music fans here. Let me figure out what the heck I'm doing. All right, here we go. The camera works. Let's go. Guys, the very first song we're going to play tonight is the aforementioned featured song from Miley Henderson. This is Lavender Blue live for the first time on Tunesday Tuesday. Y'all check it out.
Fall asleep easily in your arms, feeling safe and quiet and warm. And when it's time to go home, I feel like I already am. And we're dancing around in your kitchen
Lavender Blue by Miley Henderson live on Tunesday Tuesday. Once again, thank you so much to Miss Miley for coming on the show. Make sure you guys are following along with everything she's got going on. It's at Miley Henderson Music everywhere you are on social media. So follow the young lady. Get on the Miley train early. She's going to do big things. And Miley's pick of the week this week is the one and only Jack Johnson. This here is Selling Sunsets for Somebody Else.
I know I seen your face somewhere, selling something, some big idea. I know I seen that vacant stare, selling sunsets for somebody else. You find yourself asking yourself, what is any of it worth? You find yourself looking up at night from the bottom of the earth. No, can this world not afford to sleep anymore? And oh, did your sheep stop jumping to grow out their teeth? Did they need a little something more than this? The taste of trouble on your lips, 'cause now they're biting at your thoughts. You tell yourself just to turn away, but you know you've already lost. The smell of rain when it's on the wind can never be paid in full. You try in vain to account for this mess and everything that you stole. No, can this world not afford to sleep anymore? And oh, did your sheep stop jumping to grow out their teeth? Did they need a little something more than this? 'Cause now they're biting at your feet. They got you running from this place, and now they're breathing down your neck. Your eyes look lonely in your face. I see you looking just out of frame. What is it pulling you there? 'Cause things can never stay the same. So what is keeping you here? No, can this world not afford to sleep anymore? And oh, did your sheep stop jumping to grow out their teeth and need a little something now? Every time you think, well, they'll be biting at your thoughts, and every time you blink, well, you'll be so damn far, but you are more than this. I know I seen your face somewhere.
There is Miley Henderson's pick of the week, Jack Johnson, Sunsets for Somebody Else. And of course, we are trying to do themes each and every week here on Tunesday Tuesday. And since we had a young artist like Miley Henderson on the show, I decided to spotlight and feature young artists pretty much all tonight, except for our podcast guests and our global artist, and of course our pick of the week. But the rest of everybody tonight will be younger artists, and that includes my buddy Payton Riley, who, with a powerful voice and a compassionate heart, Payton Riley has been captivating audiences with her pristine vocals since the tender age of 9. A natural performer, Payton's passion for music shines through every note she sings, and her dedication to honing her songwriting talents keeps her at the forefront of the Texas country music scene. When not in the studio, you can find Payton gracing stages across Texas and beyond, sharing her unique sound and connecting with fans. And guys, this right here is brand new music, brand new single from my buddy Payton Riley, Run Girl Run.
Problems. It's not your full-time job to solve them. Can't remold hardened clay. Once it's hot, it stays that way. He probably wouldn't anyways. You better run, girl, run, like wild horses in the sun. Don't get saddled, don't you break, you know. Of the constant ringing in your ears. Aren't you tired of the screaming about the things that seem so clear? And then he cracks another beer. You better run, girl, run, like wild horses in the sun. Don't get saddled, don't you break, you know. Horseshoes gonna lose its shape. Better run, girl, run. Don't force yourself to change, 'cause his hands can hold your body, but they can't hold your heart the same. Better run, girl, run. Run, better run, girl, run. I think you finally reached the end at the point you're caving in. 38 in your hand, pull the trigger with a little grin. You better run, girl, run, like wild horses in the sun. Don't get saddled, don't you break, you know horseshoes gonna lose its shape. Better run, girl, run. Don't force yourself to change. His hands won't hurt nobody. No next girl to be afraid. Better run, girl, run. Run, better run, girl, run. Run, better run, girl, run.
Yeah, it's Payton Riley right here on Tunesday Tuesday. I love Payton so much. She's going to be a huge star in the Texas country music scene, and we've had her on the podcast somewhat recently, so y'all make sure you check that out. At just 17 years old, Ty Smith is already carving out a place for himself as a compelling new voice in the red dirt country scene. With a maturity beyond his years and a gift for crafting emotionally resonant songs, Ty blends traditional influences with a distinct personal perspective, offering listeners music that is both rooted and refreshingly original. Guys, here is a song from Ty Smith and the Minor Offenses. Here is 6 Feet of Dirt.
A horse ran cold in a Cadillac, loaded in a hotel room. A plane went down in a fiery crash, coked up high than the moon. See all the greats, they left their plates, with meat left on the bone. But I'm calling dibs, I got songs to live before my name's in stone. So don't let that old jukebox quit playing that old keep on feeling the smoky air. I can't watch a coin toss, gas just makes me hurt. But eating crow, drinking corn ain't worth 6 feet of dirt. I grew up on country, far away from the mainstream. Those living legend songs ran through my veins. Oh, and it kills me to see them leave with ink left in their pens. Live and learn, because crash and burn, it just can't be the end. So don't let that old jukebox quit playing that old hang. Let Whitney keep on feeling the smoky air. I can't watch a coin toss, gas just makes me hurt. But eating crow, drinking corn ain't worth 6 feet of dirt. Dodging all the pitfalls ain't easy, there's no doubt. Wish that we could all steal a lick from what Willie, he figured out. He'd say, don't let that old jukebox quit playing that old hang. Let Whitney keep on feeling the smoky air. I can't watch a coin toss, gas just makes me hurt. But eating crow, drinking corn ain't worth 6 feet of dirt. Eating crow, drinking corn ain't worth 6 feet of dirt.
All right, Ty Smith in the minor offenses there with 6 feet of dirt. When Jillian Hudson takes the stage, a raw and electrifying energy courses through the air, captivating audiences and leaving an indelible mark on their souls. With a voice that can only be described as a force of nature, Jillian has forged a path in the music industry that is as unforgettable as it is inspiring. Jillian was drawn to the power of music at an early age. It was during her childhood that Jillian's extraordinary vocal talent began to emerge, a voice that effortlessly soared from soulful lows to spine-tingling highs. Her journey as a singer-songwriter began in the corners of her hometown's bars, breweries, and honky-tonks, where she honed her craft by pouring her heart into lyrics that resonated with listeners on a deeply personal level. Her lyrics are a window into her soul, touching on themes of resilience, love, heartbreak, and self-discovery. Coupled with her powerful voice, her songs become anthems for those seeking solace and strength in music. As Jillian's journey continues, she remains committed to pushing the boundaries of her artistry, fearlessly embracing new musical territories while staying true to the soulful foundation that defines her. With each note she sings, Jillian ignites a spark within the hearts of those who listen, a spark that burns brightly long after the final chord fades away. We have brand new music from my buddy Jillian Hudson right here on Tunesday Tuesday. Here is Away.
You took my heart, broke my reputation. Hate your guts, but you've left me aching. And I still taste your truth. on my tongue. You pulled me in, made me think that you were the one. Hold me close, push me away. Broken soul, what more to say? Loving you, you'll never stay. You're just running away, running and running, running away. You leave me guessing, there's nothing else to do. Just some tiny question, what did you put me through? Caught falling, flying, watched me falling down. Too bad I didn't notice before I hit the ground. And I still taste your truth on my tongue. You pulled me in, made me think that you were the one. Hold me close, push me away. Broken soul, what more to say? Loving you, you'll never stay. You're just running away, running and running, running away. Box of passports under fake names. Gnarly flights for quick getaways. Should've seen your shifty side, told your truth and you sold your lies. Guess I called your fight or flight, and I got a broken heart, was left to die. Thought I smart, but the fox was sly. Can't get you off my mind. And I still taste your truth on my tongue. I still taste your truth on my tongue. You put me in, made me think that you were the one. Hold me close, push me away. Broken soul, what more to say? Loving you, you'll never stay. You're just running. Hold me close, push me away. Broken soul, what more to say? Loving you, you'll never stay. You're just running away, running and running, running away. I bet you're used to running, running and running, running away. And I bet you're used to running away.
Good stuff from my buddy Jillian Hudson. Love her, and we will be checking out her career, her life, and everything else, as she will be a guest on my podcast. We are interviewing Jillian this Thursday. That's right, 2 days away, so really excited about that. Let's move to our only tribute of the week. Of course, last week we had quite a few. This week we only have one, and that's the good news. Tom Lehrer, a singer-songwriter known best for his razor-sharp rhymes poking fun at American culture in the 50s and 60s, died July 26th, 2025 at his home in Cambridge, Massachusetts, at the age of 97. An academic prodigy, Lehrer began undergraduate studies in mathematics at Harvard at age 15 and earned a master's degree at 19. His doctoral studies languished, however, as he began to focus on a career in music. His self-produced first album, Songs by Tom Lehrer, in 1953, became a cult hit first around the Harvard campus and then more slowly across the United States. Accompanying himself on piano, Lehrer sang songs that paired cheerful melodies with darkly witty lyrics that titillated 1950s and 60s audiences. Over the course of several records, his subject matter ranged from cannibalism, with I Hold Your Hand in Mine, and STDs with I Got It From Agnes, to sadism with Poison and Pigeons in the Dark, which is what we will be playing tonight, and the military-industrial complex with Werner von Braun. Now, through the 50s and into the 60s, Lehrer released several studio and live recordings, and his reputation grew. In 1964, Lehrer began contributing songs to TV's That Was the Week That Was. His songs for the NBC show often took on timely topics, such as race relations and the Cold War. In the early 70s, though, Lehrer turned his back on musical fame, returning to his academic career. He joined the mathematics department faculty of the University of California, Santa Cruz in 1972, and taught there until his retirement in 2001. Many of Lehrer's songs have found lasting appeal. He once explained their enduring popularity by saying, "Always predict the worst and you'll be hailed as a prophet." A successful stage review of Lehrer's songs called Tomfoolery premiered in London in 1980 and in New York in 1981, where it ran off-Broadway for 120 performances. Although it was produced without his input, Lehrer was brought in as a consultant during the show's run. Lehrer returned to the stage for 2 London performances in 1998, his first public appearance in 25 years. Now, despite a relatively short career in music, Lehrer has been a significant influence on songwriters such as Randy Newman, who observed that Lehrer is one of the great American songwriters without a doubt, right up there with everybody, the top guys. As a lyricist, as good as there's been in the last half of the 20th century, said Randy Newman. Of his own music, Lehrer said that if, quote, "after hearing my songs, just one human being is inspired to say something nasty to a friend, or perhaps to strike a loved one, it will all have been worth the while." Let's hope that just one human being is inspired to say something nasty to a friend, or to strike a loved one, after hearing tonight's tribute to Tom Lehrer. Here is Poison and Pigeons in the Park.
Spring is here, spring is here. Life is Skittles and life is beer. I think the loveliest time of the year is the spring. I do, don't you? Of course you do. But there's one thing that makes spring complete for me, and makes every Sunday a treat for me. All the world seems in tune on a spring afternoon when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. Every Sunday you'll see my sweetheart and me as we poison the pigeons in the park. When they see us coming, the birdies all try and hide, but they still go for peanuts when coated with a cyanide. The sun's shining bright, everything seems all right when we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We've gained notoriety and caused much anxiety in the Audubon Society with our games. They call it impiety and lack of propriety and quite a variety of unpleasant names. But it's not against any religion to want to dispose of a pigeon. So if Sunday you're free, why don't you come with me and we'll poison the pigeons in the park? And maybe we'll do in a squirrel or two while we're poisoning pigeons in the park. We'll murder them all amid laughter and merriment, except for the few we take home to experiment. My pulse will be quickening with each drop of strychnine we feed to a pigeon. It just takes a smidgen to poison a pigeon in the park.
Rest in peace to Tom Lehrer. Great stuff right there, y'all. All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Mr. Tristan Roberson. Tristan Roberson is a rising country artist from Frisco, Texas, and he has found a profound love for country music. Influenced by country legends from the traditional sounds of Hank Williams Jr., George Strait, and Keith Whitley to the contemporary flair of Tyler Childers and his greatest inspiration, Parker McCollum, This Texas-based singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist began gaining notoriety online by covering songs from Zach Bryan, Tyler Childers, and many more, which encouraged him to start writing his own original songs. Tristan wrote and composed his first original song, The Reaper Keeps Creeping, at age 15. The song questions whether prayers reach heaven, as he grew up with divorced parents who didn't get along, and it made his life very difficult. Tristan is a naturally gifted musician, spent his teenage years honing his craft. A skilled multi-instrumentalist with the ability to play a number of instruments, reads sheet music like an industry expert, and has the ear of a music theory professional. His music reflects the values and principles instilled in him by his family and community, and he believes that his talent is a blessing to be used to inspire and uplift others. Tristan will also be on the Boston Chris podcast very, very shortly, within the next week or two. And here is his official lyric video for his song, Rodeo Girl. Y'all check it out.
You don't shake when you're facing down some mean old son of a bitch. You don't quit when you're holding on to something trying to throw you off of it. You got grit like I can't believe, like something I ain't never seen. I think you're made of some real strong stuff. Don't even flinch when the bad times bug. You just smile and saddle up. Let it ride, let it ride. You take the hard knocks, dig in your boots, and I take my hat off. How do you do it? It's easy to see, don't you know? You should be in the rodeo, girl. You're too nice to start a fight, but you sure can't finish one. You ain't worried about getting dirty if it means you get it done. And you get it done. I think you're made of some real strong stuff. Don't even flinch when the bad times bug. You just smile and saddle up and let it ride, let it ride. You take the hard knocks, dig in your boots, and I take my hat off. How do you do it? It's easy to see, don't you know? You should be in the rodeo, girl. In the rodeo, girl. You got grit like I can't believe, like something I ain't never seen. I think you're made of some real strong stuff. Don't even flinch when the bad times buck. You just smile and saddle up and let it ride, let it ride. You take the hard knocks, dig in your boots, and I take my hat off. How do you do it? It's easy to see, don't you know? You should be in the rodeo.
That's Tristan Roberson right here on Tunesday Tuesday for the first time ever. Macy Dot is our next artist here on the show, and she is a charismatic singer-songwriter from Austin, Texas, currently residing in Nashville. She was named BMI's 2023 Dolly Parton Songwriting Award recipient, the 2020 Young Artist of the Year by the Texas Country Music Association, one of 8 finalists for the Texas Songwriter U class of 2022. Her debut single, Hot Mess, was featured on NSAI's 2022 Bob Kingsley Top 40, and she was selected for the Rockport Songcast. A peer-nominated mention mentorship program of the Rockport Songwriter Association. She's an enthusiastic performer with her own unique sense of style. With confidence and abundant stage presence, she takes the stage, and her classic country voice and modern-day persona easily captivate her audiences. Here is Macy Dot with her song, Texas, Tennessee.
Hey Texas, your mark is on my heart right where you left it. You'll be right here no matter where I'm headed. My roots run deep in this ground. I'm leaving for a little big town that's made just for dreaming. I've got one that you helped me believe in. I promise I won't let you down. Hey, Texas, Tennessee is where I've gotta be right now. But you know a piece of me will stay in that little town. You've got my heart, but the other's everything I wanna know. Texas, Tennessee, goodbye, hello. Don't think that I won't cry and wanna pack up and come back. The first time that I fall flat on my back, what a day that's gonna be. Hey, Texas, Tennessee is where I've gotta be right now. But you know a piece of me will stay in that little town. You've got my heart, but the other's everything I wanna know. Texas, Tennessee, goodbye, hello. Goodbye, hello. 18 years you've taught me not to give up when it's hard. Believing is the hardest part. Hey, Texas, Tennessee is where I've gotta be right now. But you know a piece of me will stay in that little town. You've got my heart, but the other's everything I wanna know. Texas, Tennessee, goodbye, hello. Goodbye, hello.
There is Macy Dot for the first time on Tunesday Tuesday with Texas, Tennessee. And guys, next up we have a young artist all the way from Carrollton, Georgia, who was recommended to us recently through a recommendation post I put out on our Facebook, asking for a young artist that we had not heard of. And somehow or another, we got in contact with Lucas through email. This is Lucas J. Smith from Carrollton, Georgia, and this is brand new music, guys. This song does not exist anywhere. It has not been publicized yet. It has not been released by Lucas J. Smith. So we're really excited to premiere this song all over the world for the very first time here on Tunesday Tuesday. This song is called Glass. It will be the debut song from a young, phenomenal artist from Carrollton, Georgia. Once again, Lucas J. Smith. Y'all check it out.
wish you would stay.
never have my way. I think you changed me for the worse, and I'll never be the same. You were the one to tell the lies, and I'm the one to blame. But if you told me to stay, you know I would. Even though I know that you're no good, and you drag me through hell, but I'll still come back. 'Cause you're the missing piece of my broken heart of glass. You were the one to lead me on after I warned you. So now I know it's time to let you go, 'cause it's snowing in Georgia. You just want me to show you off, but my heart's grown cold. You know that I've moved on from you, 'cause this shit's getting old. And from dawn until dusk, I'll hold these memories of us so close to me. And your picture on this nightstand, it haunts me when I sleep, and I can't help but think, if you told me to stay, you know I would. Even though I know that you're no good, and you drag me through hell, but I'll still come back. 'Cause you're the missing piece of my broken heart of glass.
Ooh, brand new music from Lucas J. Smith. That is Glass. And I want to point out for everybody out there that Lucas's debut EP will drop in 2 days. That's right. 5 original songs, his first releases ever, will be out on August 1st from producer Donnie Hammond's and After Dark Studio. So y'all make sure you're checking out Lucas J. Smith. I want to thank Lucas and his team for sending us that single and letting us premiere that song live for the first time ever here on Tunesday Tuesday. Thank you so much, and I will definitely put a link in the description below for Lucas's brand new EP that drops on August 1st. Y'all make sure you're streaming that everywhere. Thank you again. It's always awesome to premiere new music on the show. Next up, at just 13 years old, Josie Sal is already turning heads in the country music world with her powerhouse vocals, emotionally rich storytelling, and classic country edge, influenced by legends like Johnny Cash and inspired by her family roots. Josie's original music and commanding stage presence have earned her spots alongside top acts and a fast-growing fan base. For the first time ever here on the Boston Chris Show, here is Josie Sal with Fake Friends. Boston Chris Show for the very first time. Good stuff right there with Fake Friends. Ain't nothing worse than a fake friend, I'll tell you that. Straight from experience. Dylan Rhys, I hope I'm saying that right, is a 16-year-old artist quickly gaining attention in the Texas music scene for his heartfelt songwriting and laid-back acoustic sound. A native of Cypress, Texas, Dylan began writing songs not long after picking up a guitar at the age of 9. Since then, he's grown into a confident performer known for connecting with audiences through honest lyrics and a stage presence that feels both natural and mature. His songs, rooted in coming-of-age moments, restless nights, and a quiet heartbreak, showcase a depth and sincerity that resonate across generations. In 2024, Dylan began steadily releasing original music, with more on the way as he continues building a catalog that reflects both where he's been and where he's headed. Here is One More Night from Dylan Rhys.
Tell your daddy we'll be getting home late. Pack a swimsuit, girl, 'cause we're headed to the lake. Tell your friends to come on with, the boat's big enough for 6. Got a burnt CD sitting there on the dash. Bought an old radio with last week's cash. Jump in while the water's cold. I just wanna find a way to hold on. 'Cause when the leaves turn brown, I'll be gone. So one last time, let me spin you around under that stars. And tomorrow's coming, I don't you cry, it'll be alright. It's not goodbye for one more night. So let's take a drive down a winding road. I'll pull over, pick a wild rose. Lord knows I've only got eyes for you. It's true. The sun's gotta rise before the hurt ensues. So one last time, let me spin you around under that moonlight and those stars. And tomorrow's coming, I can't stop it, I've been trying, but time catches up to us all. Oh, but don't you cry, it'll be alright. It's not goodbye for one more night. So one last time, let me tell you that I love you under that moonlight and those stars. So one last time, let me spin you around under that moonlight and those stars. And tomorrow's coming, I can't stop it, I've been trying. Time catches up to us all. Oh, but don't you cry, it'll be alright. It's not goodbye for one more night. One more night.
Burn the Jukebox is a rising alt-rock band from Pennsylvania, blending emotional intensity, sharp songwriting, and a sound that hits hard without losing its heart. The band is made up of Virginia Franks on bass and vocals, Luke Hoffman on guitar and vocals, Luke Vancour on guitar and vocals, and Carter Dennis on drums. With over 2.5 million followers and hundreds of millions of views across social media, Burn the Jukebox has built a passionate fan base that extends far beyond the screen. In 2024, they took their momentum on the road for their first national headlining tour in partnership with Live Nation, playing iconic venues like Exit Inn in Nashville and the Old Rock House in St. Louis. They also joined the Struts as direct support at XL Live in Harrisburg, bringing their raw, high-impact live show to even larger audiences. So excited to show off Burn the Jukebox with Reflection in Your Eyes.
Standing back, a version of me, so you can take my hand. I hope you'll understand. I feel like everything I know can be so far away. The price I pay, I reflect myself on every place I stand. Know what I plan. But when I see your face, I'm in outer space from your embrace. I see my reflection in your eyes through all the wicked in disguise, running circles in my mind. Your reflection keeps me blind. Sending back the version of you so I can leave today. You were in my way. I won't change the disguise, running in circles in my mind. Your reflection keeps me blind. When I see your face, I don't wanna erase without a trace. I'm out of place. I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you. I see my reflection in your eyes. You're all awakened in disguise, running in circles in my mind. Your reflection keeps me blind. I see my reflection in your eyes. You're all awakened in disguise, running in circles in my mind. Your reflection keeps me blind.
Woo! It's Burn the Jukebox, only here on Tunesday Tuesday. Next up, Francesca Tarantino is a pop rock artist from Orlando, Florida. She is 16 years of age. She writes, sings, and plays both acoustic and electric guitar. Recently, Francesca added producer to her credits with her first ever self-produced single, Hold On To Me, which we will feature here very, very shortly. Francesca has had 3 consecutive number 1 songs on A Break 58's most influential platform for indie artists, making her the first to have 3 consecutive number 1 hits on the global indie artist platform. She's also topped other charts in the indie music community and was named the Female Artist of the Year on Music Mafia Radio. She's also been nominated for 3 Josie Music Awards, and Francesca has taken home the award for Song of the Year for Multi-Genre for her rock ballad Tragedy at the 2024 Josie Music Awards, and we are thrilled to introduce her to y'all. Here is Francesca Tarantino with Hold On To Me.
Try to show you what I see. It used
On to Me by the one and only Francesca Tarantino from Orlando, Florida. Another awesome young artist right here on Tunesday Tuesday. And it is time to get into our weekly 2 episodes of our episodic podcast this week. Episode 85 introduces does not introduce. Tim James is an award-winning songwriter from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and he is my 85th guest for the Boston Chris podcast, who released this past Friday evening. Having written standards such as My List for Toby Keith, Give It All We Got Tonight for George Strait, and Love Like Crazy for Lee Bryce, as well as over 30 songs co-written with Chris Stapleton. Tim James has seen the music industry from the inside out, for better and worse, in richer and poorer times. Going Crazy, Left Foot, Right Foot, Breathe is a candid look at the inner workings of professional songwriting. It is also an honest, vulnerable memoir about overcoming life's trials and tribulations. James has lived an inspiring story of going from a small-town country boy to living and thriving in the big city of Los Angeles and then back again, revealing his own faults and missteps along with subsequent lessons learned. James shares his journey rich with poignant details about how he not only survived, but has flourished both personally and professionally. Excited to share one of his songs from his record. This is Change by Tim James. Y'all make sure you check out episode 85 of the Boston Chris podcast, featuring Grammy Award-nominated songwriter Tim James, anywhere you can podcast.
Word around town is that you turned the page, went back to blonde from your brunette shades. You go into church and you're working on yourself. That old you is up on a shelf. I guess I know you too well. You can change the color of your hair, change your dress and the clothes that you wear. You can change your circle of friends, but that lying to time and you've always been is still running deep down in your veins. The more that things change, the more they stay the same. You ain't gonna change. I heard you ran right back to him in a minute. That bed that you made, you both get to lay in it. I hope he knows I've been tangled in the same sheet. That web you weave, he's blind, but he'll see. You can change the color of your hair, change your dress and the clothes that you wear. You can change your circle of friends, but that lying to time and you've always been is still running deep down in your veins. The more that things change, the more they stay the same. You ain't gonna change. You come running back to me in time, but I ain't ever gonna change my mind. You can change the color of your hair, change your dress and the clothes that you wear. You can change your circle of friends, but that lying to time and you've always been is still running deep down in your veins. The more that things change, the more they stay the same. You ain't gonna change.
There is Tim James singing one of his songs right there called Change right here on Tunesday Tuesday. Once again, please check out episode 85. What a great conversation that was. Moving on to episode 86, which released this past Saturday. Here is my buddy, Rich O'Toole, one of my friends that we actually met for the first time this past, what day was it? Saturday. This next song is called That Hill Country Sound. Here is the one and only Texas Rise Texas country star. Oh my God, words are hard. Here is Rich O'Toole with That Hill Country Sound.
So let me tell you a story about how I get down. Well, breakfast tacos in the morning as I'm cruising through town. Robert Earl King and that hill country sound. Just a few things I love in a world that's got me down. Yeah, I could just fly away on that old Joey Lee plane, and nothing's gonna make me stay like a hill country getaway. Well, I love it in Tanqueray, chicken fried steaks and that touffe, and nothing's gonna get me down with that hill country sound. Drinking coffee with my baby as the world spins around. You can be to left or right, just don't mess with the common ground. A couple turns on Main Street to that Jerry Jeff Walker sound. Just a few things I love in a world that's got me down. I can just fly away on that old Joey Lee plane, and nothing's gonna make me stay like a hill country getaway. Well, I love it in Tanqueray, chicken fried steaks and that touffe, and nothing's gonna get me down with that hill country sound. And that touffe, nothing's gonna get me down with that hill. I could just fly away on that old Joey Lee plane, and nothing's gonna make me stay like a double C getaway. Well, I love it in Tanqueray, chicken fried steaks and that touffe. Well, nothing's gonna get me down with that hill country sound.
Episode 86 featuring Rich O'Toole is out everywhere you can find your podcast. Make sure you check it out. It was a fun conversation with Rich. Next up is our Global Artist of the Week, and this week it is Pacifica. Now, Pacifica is a musical duo formed by internet friends Inez Adam and Martina Nintzel. In 2022, after a life-changing trip to New York, they signed with Los Angeles label Tag Music. Based in Buenos Aires, Brazil, the duo released their first album called Freak Scene and are preparing a new one. Guys, here is Pacifica with What You Doing?
Sitting
hyperactive, hanging out in your room. Indecisive to reactive, I can handle the truth. Every day another thing, I just can't take it no more. I have nothing else to give in, so I ask for more. Though it's not what I wanted, it's not what I needed. Look for words to say what I wanted, say that I need to be on my own, need to think on it more. What you doing to me, yeah, oh. We don't talk anymore, don't know where it went wrong. What you doing to me, yeah, oh. Ask for a favor in the middle of the night. That's how I knew that I was looking for a fight. Why is it wrong for me to always be right? You said you'd come over, but didn't come over, but didn't come over. Need to be on my own, need to think on it more. What you doing to me, yeah, oh. We don't talk anymore, don't know where it went wrong. What you doing to me, yeah, oh. Need to be on my own, need to think on it more. What you doing to me, yeah, oh. We don't talk anymore, don't know where it went wrong. What you doing to me, yeah, oh.
Next up, it's time for our Marquee Artist of the Week and a double play of songs from our Marquee Artist of the Week. And I've known our Marquee Artist of the Week since he was the tender age of 10. That's right. Jack Barksdale is our Marquee Artist of the Week. American songwriter wrote that Jack Barksdale has insights and awareness far beyond people twice his age, and he's able to put them into songs that touch listeners. NPR said that Jack Barksdale is special, and Twangville has added it's hard to escape the impressive maturity of his musicianship and songwriting. Jack Barksdale is a folk Americana singer-songwriter from Texas. Inspired by folk, rock, and blues legends, Jack started performing original music at the age of 9 and has already shared the stage with the likes of Winona Judd, Ray Wiley Hubbard, Junior Brown, John Fulbright, and Hayes Carl. Recently, Jack signed a record deal with Truly Handmade Records, formed by the estate of Guy Clark. Jack released a full-length album under the Truly Handmade label in June of 25, featuring many notable guest artists. In September of 24, Jack released his second EP, which was called Out of Order, and in October of 2023, Jack launched a 7-song instrumental EP entitled Phantom Trails. Guys, I am so excited to feature Jack as our Marquee Artist of the Week with a double play featuring first Martyrs.
West Texas, where the dust bleaches the sky. The young ones move restlessly, trying to blind the small town eye. And the coyotes roaming at sundown, they teach you to cry. There is no horizon, only the day and the night. Just running from nothing but the fear of nothing at all. Dying like martyrs on crosses of gravel and scar. Will they return or make their homes in the stars, falling stars? Out in South boy who's questioning fate. And he's scared to death about the promises that have been made. A position paralyzed by the tools of the trade. It's a long road to freedom, no matter where it shall take you. Just running from the grips of society and Father Time. Living like martyrs that the years can seldom revive. Will they remain or make their way home to the light like stars in the night?
The second half of our double play of Jack Barksdale is the man, the myth, the legend.
I see a man. He tortures himself with the stories that he tells. He's all alone. The voices in his head will keep his conscience fed. He says he's a thinker, he's a titan, a messiah. Mythologies. They burst in and out of the vacuum of our doubt, so well adjusted is he who claims to be the rumor and the reality he wishes he could be. All that he cannot comprehend. Legendary. Far beyond our grasp. Living in the past and the future. Distant and odd, hoping he can dodge all the fine applause that will never be.
Jack Barksdale, y'all. Unbelievable stuff right there. Our Marquee Artist of the Week. Incredible artist. We've known him since 10 years old. He was on my old podcast, ETX Rocks, back in the day, and I'm just absolutely, every time I see the kid, blows me away even more. Episode 35 of Tunesday Tuesday is in the book. I appreciate everybody who did hang around with us tonight. Several of y'all until the very end, and I appreciate that very much. Guys, we march on to next week. Episode 36 features this man right here. Singer-songwriter from Wood County, Mr. Chase Glover, who is a phenomenal lyricist and a very good friend of mine. So good, in fact, that this man right here married me and my wife in 2020. That's right. He is an ordained minister who married me and my wife, and we're so excited to have Chase here on the show next week. This is a reschedule, so it's been a long time coming to have him on. I once again appreciate Miss Miley Henderson for hanging out with us tonight and letting us feature her song. I got to thank once again the team from Lucas J. Smith for letting us premiere his new music 2 days before it arrives for the rest of the world. Hope you guys enjoyed his single Glass, which is phenomenal stuff. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're live every single Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you follow and subscribe wherever you're listening. And turn your notifications on. Do not ever miss a show. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. And I'll see you guys further on down the road. Much love.